Shri Gurave Padaya Krishna Preshtai Tale Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavari Ashnate Peshatarine Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Is this one better, Mike?
Earlier one was better, Prabhuji.
Minute. I have to change some setting, I think. Just a minute. Hare Krishna, can you hear now?
Yeah. The voice is audible. The voice is audible, but the previous setting was better, Prabhuji.
Oh, really? Then I will speak without the mic. 1 minute. Hare Krishna. How is it?
Yes, Prabhuji. Audible.
This is better, huh?
Yes, Prabhuji. Better.
Okay, then I'll remove the mic. Mic I will not use. So, devotees, this verse which you are going to recite now, please all of you repeat. Samoham sarva bhuteshu.
Samoham sarva bhuteshu.
Name deshosti na priyaha.
Name deveshosti na priyaha.
Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya.
Ye bhajanti tumam bhaktya.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Maite teshu chapyaham.
Say, samoham means sama aham. I am equal to all. Krishna says, sarva bhuteshu. With all living beings, I am equal. I don't have any favorites. Name dveshyosi na priyaha. Not that somebody is favorite, somebody is not favorite. I am equal to all, he says. So let us say about how he is equal to all. Just like, for example, the sunlight gives sun gives sunlight for all. Whether you are a poor man or a rich man, whether you are an educated man or illiterate. Moon also comes to the veranda of even a poor people, poor hut. They don't make any discrimination. Rainfall from the sky also. It's equal to all. Similarly, I am equal to all, he says. Now, if you keenly make an observation about Krishna, you will see that as Narasimha, he is keeping Prahlada on his lap. Who is a demon? I mean, who is coming from a demoniac family? Demon by birth. But is keeping Prahlada on his lap. What does that show? That means if somebody follows the Brahminical culture, somebody becomes a devotee of the Lord, then the Lord doesn't see whether you are a demon or a devotee. He treats everyone. On the other hand, there was one Bhaumasura, who is a demon, who was born to Varahadeva and Mother Earth. Bhudevi was born to them. But that fellow was an atrocious fellow. He captured 16,000 princesses and kept them in a jail. And he was a very atrocious fellow, Bhaumasura or Narakasura. So Lord Krishna came in Garuda along with Satyabhama and Pragyotishpur, came from the top and attacked Mura and killed Mura. Therefore, Krishna is called as Murari. After that, he killed Bhaumasura also, and then delivered those 16,000 princesses. So here you find Bhaumasura, his own son, is killing him. And Prahlad Maharaj is born in a demoniac family, but he's keeping him on his lap. So what do you understand from this? Yes? What do you understand? Any of you?
He's equal to all.
Yeah, he's equal to all. That means, Bhaumasura is destroying Brahminical culture. Now, any of you can tell me, what is the problem if somebody destroys Brahminical culture in this universe? What is the problem? You know Brahminical culture, right? I once told you A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. You know that? Remember? A for?
Association.
No, A for absolute truth. A, B, C, D, F, G, H. A for absolute truth, B for Brahmanas, C for cow protection, D for demigods, gratitude to the demigods, and E for etiquettes and behavior, F means flee to the lotus feet of Vishnu. G means goodness, sattva guna. And EFG, H means holy name. This is called Brahminical culture. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. So if somebody is destroying Brahminical culture by killing the cows, burning the hermitages of Brahmins, killing the Brahmins, or not allowing the Brahmins to perform yajna, passing stool and urine in the yajna, couldn't like some asuras did. So somebody is destroying Brahminical culture, destroying the temples and desecrating deities and all that. Somebody is doing. So what is the problem if somebody is destroying Brahminical culture? That's my question. What is happening? Range is a problem, I think. My range is a little problem, I think. It got stuck now.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Now you can hear me now?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anybody has answered to my question?
Prabhuji, if Brahminical culture will not be there, then there'll be no teaching about the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and therefore everybody in this world will become demoniac.
Okay. Okay. Some people say that what's wrong with everybody is demoniac. Let them be. Then what is the problem? Some people say like that. What is the need for? What's the need for God consciousness? And people say, oh, just allow them to enjoy as much as they want. Just go on enjoying. What is the need for keeping God consciousness? Okay, they don't believe in God. They just earn money, enjoy life. What is the need for everybody being God conscious? Even if people are demoniac, you have your fist power. Huh? You take care of yourself. Everybody says like that. You enjoy life. What is the problem with that? Seems there is no problem. All of you are silent. So I can assume that whole world filled with demons, there are no problems. Abhinav?
Prabhu, I think there can be not have no happiness if we lose Brahminical culture.
Yeah, why there will be no happiness, Abhinav Prabhu? What is the reason?
Because this culture, this teaches us how to get like happiness. But instead of that, if we try to find it in other ways, like how you mentioned, like in the demonic culture, then they think that they're trying to find happiness, but ultimately they're just going to find sadness and they're going to just hurt each other.
Yeah. So when they fight, what happens? They hurt one another, kill one another, just like World War I and World War II. What a horrible kind of activities happened. Like one Hitler, he's killing so many millions of people, they're gassing them in chambers like that. One Stalin, one Winston Churchill. These people, what are these guys doing? For sheer political power, they are ready to go to any extent, you see. If people become demoniac, one demon did so bad, if all people become demoniac without God in the center, this world will be a messy place. That's one reason. Okay. Any other reason? Any other problem? Allowing everybody to be demoniac and not follow Brahminical culture. Any other problem? Apart from this? This is a less noble reason, what we discussed till now. Oh, I want to be happy, you want to be happy. We call it as a parasukha sukhi. तुम भी खुश रहो, मैं भी खुश रहूंगा. तुम भी खाओ पियो सो जाओ, मैं भी खाऊंगा पीऊंगा सो जाऊंगा. You be happy, I be happy. So this is not a very great reason why there cannot be demoniac culture, because basically we are thinking about material peace. Is it not true? Just eat, sleep, and you be peaceful and बांट कर खाने का सब कुछ. You share and enjoy. And you be peaceful, I be peaceful. We don't hit one another, we don't beat one another. Be peaceful. So it's not a very noble reason. What is the reason if Brahminical culture is not there? That means if you all are devotees, if you are not able to convince yourself that Brahminical culture is very vital, without Brahminical culture, my Lord, it will be doomed for the whole world. If you are not able to understand that, then how will you convince other people? Yes, Lovely Prabhu.
Prabhuji, if there is no Brahminical culture, we won't be able to free ourselves from the 4 real miseries of our life. So we keep suffering. There won't be any happiness.
Yes, birth, old age, disease, death will continue again and again and again. One can never become liberated from this world. and one cannot go back to Godhead because you need the Vedic texts to teach us, what is the homework, yajna, how we should do. If you do yajna, yajnartha karmanaha, anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana, 3.9 Bhagavad Gita. So we will not know how to do yajna. Not only that, if you break the 4 regulative principles, then we get severe punishment. Physically we suffer, mentally we suffer, emotionally we suffer ourselves and we make others suffer also. So this world will become like a hell. It will become very hellish without Brahminical culture. And every item of Brahminical culture, for example, absolute truth should be the center. Krishna, why? Because like watering the root of a tree will nourish the whole tree. If God is pleased, Yasmin Tushtam Jagat Tushtam. We already studied that. Therefore, Krishna should be the center. Not that I should be the center or you should be the center. If all of us try to become center, world will become hellish place. It's like compass with multiple centers, all circles clashing. But if you make one circle with the compass and increase the radius of the compass and make circles with the same center, all circles will be concentric. There will be no clash. That is for absolute truth. And we Brahmanas, why Brahmanas should be respected? Brahmanas are teachers of Vedic knowledge. So they are teaching us knowledge. So by respecting them, then the knowledge will be helping us to build up character. And C for cow protection. Because cows gives milk. Cow gives milk and we can have ghee and we can perform Vedic sacrifices with that. By drinking cow's milk, the milk nourishes the brain tissues and goes to the head. And then with that brain tissues giving a spiritual acumen, we can study Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and understand the Vedic message of Lord very nicely. Correct or not? Isn't it? So in this way, this is about the cow protection. Then what about D? Demigods. The demigods are the ones who are supplying us, sunlight, moonlight, wind, rainfall and everything. So Krishna says that if you can connect with the demigods and thank them, appreciate them. Just 1 minute. Prabhu, I'm in a lecture now, Prabhu. Another 15 minutes will be over. 5:15 you can call me. Yeah. So, the demigod should be gratefully thanked also. Otherwise, how will you get the facilities? Like if people become demoniac, they stop demigod worship. There will be no rains. There will be no grains, no fruits. There will be food scarcity and demons will kill one another without that. Otherwise, demigods, that's why they're supplying. If you don't do yajna, you know that famous verse, Annat bhavanti bhutani, parjanyat anna sambhavaha, yajnat bhavati parjanyo, yajna karma samudbhavaya. How many of you have heard this? You all have heard it? Like the food grains come from the rains, and the rains come from the yajna, and the yajna is done by a person who is following Brahminical culture. Nowadays, the yajna means Sankirtan yajna. If you do Sankirtan yajna, therefore the rains are coming. All over the world, Hare Krishna are doing Sankirtan yajna. Without that, there will be no rains, no grains, no eatables, nothing. So demigods, that is a D. And then the etiquettes and behavior. If you all behave properly with one another, there will be peace. Otherwise, I exploit you, you exploit me, I kill you, you kill me. How can there be happiness? And flee to the lotus feet of Vishnu. I think people depend on the Lord, then the solution will come out well. But if people, instead of depending on the Lord, they act whimsically, hurting one another, killing one another. The world can't be a happy place. Similarly, Sattva-guna. Sattva-guna actually makes us be reserved in our behavior, be very careful, deal with others respectfully. Sattva-guna. Rajoguna, Tamoguna will not help. So in this way, each of it you can say, neither can we be happy in this world. Like our Laukik Prabhu brought another very important point. He said, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi, you cannot rise above that. You will repeatedly suffer birth after birth in this world. The Brahmin culture is not there. So therefore, Lord doesn't want to promote the demons in this world and keep them, because the demoniac culture doesn't help the jivas to go back to Godhead. The demoniac culture doesn't help the jivas to be happy. Otherwise, why Lord Vishnu did not feed Amrit to the demons? He only fed Amrit to the demigods. Because demigods are obedient to the Lord. They got the Amrit. The demons are disobedient. They are atheistic. They are anti-Lord. And they many times gave up the project and tried to go. And that Samudra project. Finally, they snatched the Amrit part from Dhanvantari. You know that? First of all, when when the demons were given the tail side of Vasuki, they rejected and went. Then they were given the mouth side. After that, when the Amrit came, they again snatched it away from the Lord's hands and went. So that disobedience is evident. And if such people are fed with Amrit, that means you are feeding a snake. Payam panam bhujanganam kevalam vishavardhanam. If you are feeding a snake with milk and bananas, then the snake is going to become more plumpy and it will become more poisonous and kill more people. Therefore, demons should not be fed the Amritam. Therefore, Lord didn't give them the Amrit. So we want to promote Brahminical culture in this world for the welfare of all living entities, for the material welfare as well as supreme spiritual welfare, both. Is that clear? Is that point clear to everybody? Laukipo, you brought a good point. Laukipo brought a very good point. Okay. Abhinav Prabhu said about the material welfare, Laukipo said about spiritual welfare. Both these points put together covers the answer. Why the demigods, why the Brahminical culture is important in this world. So now in modern times, people are suffering terribly. It's mainly because the Brahminical culture is at stake now. That's the reason. There are so many, like millions of cows are being killed, due to which there are wars, where people are also killed because of that. Millions of children are being aborted because there is no proper etiquette between man and woman. If etiquettes are proper between man and woman, man will call woman as Matajis. There will be proper behavior. Without that, man and man are marrying, man and woman are indulging, so many crazy things are happening. So that's why Samoham Sarva Bhuteshu, Lord has shown his equality by keeping Prahlada on his lap and killing his own son. He doesn't see you are my son or somebody else's son. He says that you are destroying Brahminical culture, then you have to be punished. Because that type of Brahminical cultural destruction will not pave way for the living in the supreme welfare. On the other hand, Prahlad is exhibiting Brahminical culture. Lord doesn't see that, hey, you are Asur ka putra, Asur hoga. Some people say like that. No, Prahlad tha Asur ka putra. He was Asura's son, but he had divine nature, Daivi Sampat. Is that point clear? And then Lord says, further point he says, second line, Ye bhajanti tu mam bhaktya, maite teshu cha apyaham. Like that he says. But those devotees who do my devotional service, for them I reciprocate back. He says, how I reciprocate back with them? Ye tama prapadyante. My devotees, just like I told you. Did I tell you the example of a classroom setup where a teacher has students in the front row and back seaters? You remember the example, any of you? Many classes before I said that, I think. Who can say that? Anybody can raise the hand, I can ask you. Anybody else who has spoken? You heard it? Only Samaksh Prabhu is raising hands. Samaksh Prabhu, Abhinav Prabhu, and Venkat, Laukik Prabhu. Three of them have spoken. Anybody else would like to speak? Yeah. What is his Prabhuji's name? Between Samaksh Prabhu, yeah?
Sujay Prabhu.
Sujay. Okay. Sujay only sitting there. Okay. Sujay Prabhu, you are supposed to be in Boston, no? You are in
I'm in
Brooklyn.
New York.
Now you come to New
Stay here in the temple.
Oh, your job is moved to New York nowadays? You got good friends. Very good. It's a very nice temple it is. Very nice. Okay, Sujay, answer it now. Yeah.
So basically what you explained that the teacher does not prefer the backbenchers. She will always be she is equal to all students, but she will give more preference to the front benchers. Those who are dedicated, those who are committed.
Correct. Is she partial?
She is not partial. She is equal to all students, but she will give a bit more preference to the front benchers. But
what about some of the kids sitting behind, they criticize the teacher? Hey, see, these fellows put soap to the teacher. In India, they call putting soap. Or sometimes they say chamchagiri, they say. These front row fellows, they praise the teacher, they flatter the teacher, and they get good marks. And people are sitting behind, the teacher doesn't give us good marks. So what to say to those fellows?
The teacher sees the dedication of the front benchers. So it's not like the front benchers have done some like makhan lagaya kind of thing. So it's more of their dedication is why the teacher is and teacher is properly rewarding their efforts. That's why the teacher is supposed to rewards everybody's efforts accordingly.
Correct. See, they are putting effort and teacher is giving them result. And the demoniac category, the teacher, those are backbenchers, they don't make efforts, but they want the same treatment what the front benches are getting. They are not investing anything. Correct, no? So this is the problem. Huh? So they only criticize thinking that teacher is showing favoritism. Teacher is not showing favoritism. Teacher is just reciprocating with the good behavior of those children. That's the point. Lord does the same thing. He says, like here you see, you see so many pictures. In this picture, both divine and demoniac were involved. Huh? Like you see, the Vijavasis are divine and the Asuras are demoniac. Lord gives them treatment accordingly. But one amazing thing with Krishna, even when he kills all these Asuras, they go to Brahma Jyoti. Huh? They get liberated. And some Asuras were purified and sent into the spiritual world also, like Putana and Aghasura. Huh? They were sent into, they got the Swarupas. Other fellows are kept in the Brahma Jyoti. Lord is so kind, even for those fellows, Lord gave such facility. So this was I covered already, Apichet Sudrachara, before only I covered it. Yeah, this also I told you, that people of sinful birth can also attain Krishna. I explained it in previous classes. Please repeat this. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mame vaishyasi yuktva
Mame vaishyasi yuktva
Atmanam matparayana.
Atmanam matparayana.
Manmana bhava mad bhakto.
Manmana bhava mad bhakto.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Madhyaji mam namaskuru.
Mame vaishyasi yuktva
Mame vaishyasi yuktva
Atmanam matparayana.
Atmanam matparayana.
Here he is saying, the 9.33 verse, see the word Kim Punar Brahmana Punya Bhakta Rajarishiyastata Nityam Masukam Lokam Imam Prapya Bhajaswamam. In this verse, Krishna says, even Vaishya Shudra, Striya Vaishya Sata Shudra, even they can come to me. What to speak of those who are Brahmana? Brahmana means those who are pure at heart, and those who study the Vedas, all the time they are engaged in pious activities and spiritual activities, they become Vaishnavas. And Bhakta and Raja Rishis. So three categories saying Brahmana, Bhaktas and Raja Rishis. So these people know very well that this world is anityam, it is asukham, which means like dukhalem ashashvatam. And imam prapya bhajasvamam, because they are doing my bhajan, they are actually attaining me very easily. And that bhajasvamam, how to do? That he explains here. Manmana bhava mad bhakto. Manmana, I mean, think of me in your mind. Bhava mad bhakto, become my devotee. Madhyaji, worship my deity form. Mam namaskuru, offer your obeisances unto me. Mame vaishyasi, you will definitely come back to me. And why? Because you are engaged in my service. You will definitely come back to me. Atmana matparayana. You become a matpara devotee. Become a pure devotee. So this completes this glories of Bhakti Yoga. Any questions, Prabhu? We have a minute to go. So it was a really exhaustive session. I will send you the PPT. You can see that. So what are the covered here comes in now. So because this is a very beautiful section of 9th chapter, last part. It explains the nature of Krishna, how he deals with non-devotees, how he deals with devotees, how he deals with impersonalists, different things we come to understand. So then we will, if you have any questions, you give it to Samaksh Prabhu, and Samaksh Prabhu will forward me, and then I will answer it in tomorrow's class. Otherwise, we will proceed. Actually, one thing we should do in the tomorrow's class, we should try to recollect quickly without discussing what all different sections of this glories of Bhakti Yoga we discussed. Okay? We will do that. And because this is the psychology of Krishna, we have to understand what is Lord's nature. Actually, as soon as tomorrow we will discuss a little more about how Krishna is equal to all. Prabhupada says if there is a diamond which under the sun, the diamond shines, but ordinary stone doesn't shine. So devotees are like diamonds, and demons are like ordinary stones. So we have the choice. We can shine by Krishna's touch in our life, or one can become envious of Krishna and reject Krishna. So let's discuss more tomorrow. Okay? Srila Prabhupada ki
Jai.
और Bhakta Vrinda ki
Jai.